Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Money and success don't change people, they merely amplify what is already there. Not how long, but how well you have lived is the main thing. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life, and be without flavor. Eleanor Roosevelt. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. Henry Ford. In order to write about life, first you must live it. Ernest Hemingway. The big lesson in life, baby, is never be scared of anyone or anything. Frank Sinatra. Sing like no one's listening, love like you've never been hurt, dance like nobody's watching, and live like it's heaven on earth. Attributed to various sources. Curiosity about life in all of its aspects, I think, is still the secret of great creative people. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. The unexamined life is not worth living. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Do all the good you can, for all the people you can, in all the ways you can, as long as you can. Hillary Clinton. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to do the work. I live by that. You grind hard so you can play hard. At the end of the day, you put all the work in, and eventually it'll pay off. It could be in a year, it could be in 30 years. Eventual. Don't settle for what life gives you, make life better and build something. Everything negative, pressure, challenges, is all an opportunity for me to rise. I like criticism. It makes you strong. You never really learn much from hearing yourself speak. Life imposes things on you that you can't control, but you still have the choice of how you're going to live through this. Life is never easy. There is work to be done and obligations to be met, obligations to truth, to justice. Live for each second without hesitation. Elton John. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Albert Einstein. Life is really simple, but men insist on making it complicated. Confucius. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Helen Keller. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Forrest Gump. When we do the best we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life or the life of another. Helen Keller. Life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you only spend it once. Lillian Dixon. The best portion of a good man's life is his little nameless, unencumbered acts of kindness and of love. Wordsworth. In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life, it goes on. Robert Frost. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. Charles Swindoll. Keep calm and carry on. Winston Churchill. Maybe that's what life is. A wink of the eye and winking stars. Jack Kerouac. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Buddha. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Dr. Seuss. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. Mark Twain. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. Stephen Hawking. Live in the sunshine, swim the sea, drink the wild air. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Life is what we make it, always has been, always will be. Grandma Moses. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Benjamin Franklin. Life is about making an impact, not making an income. Kevin Cruz. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan. Every strike brings me closer to the next home run. Babe Ruth. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment, and I told them. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. I believe every human has a finite number of heartbeats. I don't intend to waste any of mine. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. If you live long enough, you'll ma. Life is short, and it is here to be lived. Kate Winslet. The longer I live, the more beautiful life becomes. Every moment is a fresh beginning. When you cease to dream, you cease to live. When you cease to dream, you cease to live. If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as your mind lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. Mary Kay Ash. We should remember that just as a positive outlook on life can promote good health, so can everyday acts of kindness. If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. Jeff Bezos. Identity is a prison you can never escape, but the way to redeem your past is not to run from it, but to try to understand it, and use it as a foundation to grow. Jay-Z. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. Warren Buffett. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can do is ignore them because they changed things. They push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. Leonardo da Vinci. When one door closes, another opens, but we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one that is open for us. Alexander Graham Bell. The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be. without wishing for what he is not. Seneca. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Socrates. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Confucius.